Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jen BMA Sukib, and today I am going to report the norm reference grading system. So let's start. Do you have any idea what is norm reference? From the word norm. So it is basically the typical or standard. So for you guys, what is norm reference grading system? Anyone? Okay. So what is norm reference grading system? Norm reference grading refers to a grading system wherein a student's grade is placed in relation to the performance of a group. So the standard of the grading is the group. For example, in class A, the highest score in class is 85 out of 100 items. So that then the standard score of the class is 85. In class B, the highest score in class is 80 out of 100 items. So the standard score of the class is 80. So let's look for the table below. So class A got the score of 85, while class B got the score of 80. And then their norm reference grade is both 100%. So in this example, the one who got the highest score will be the standard and will likely have the highest grade. So example, Anna got the highest grade grade in class A, then she will be the top one in the class. Although each class have different high score, but in terms of grade, they are the same. At first glance, there appears to be no problem in this type of grading system as it is simply describe the performance of a student with reference to a particular group of learners. Example below shows the difficulties associated with norm reference grading. Example, consider the following two sets of scores in an English class for two sections of 10 students each. So, in class A, na set of scores of 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and 85. In class B, sets of score of 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, two 90s, 95, and 100. So, in the first class, the student who got a raw score of 75 would get a grade of 80%, while in the second class, the same grade of 80% would correspond to the raw score of 90. So indeed, if the tests used for the two classes are the same, it would be a rather unfair system of grading. So, a wise student would opt to enroll in Class A since it is easier to get higher grades in that class than in the Class B. So, this example illustrate one difficulty with using norm reference grading system. So, this problem is called the problem of equivalency. So, norm reference grading, so the students, while they may work individually, are actually in competition to achieve a standard of performance. So, that will classify them into the desired grade range. So, it is essentially promotes competition among students or pupils in the same class. So, as we have seen, norm reference grading system are based on pre-established formula regarding the percentage or ratio of students within a whole class will be assigned each grade or mark. So, in norm reference grading system, so the one who will get the highest score will be likely the top one in the class. In conclusion, in norm reference grading system, students are evaluated or graded based on their performance within a class or within a group. So their performance may vary from class to class. That's it. I hope you learned something. Thank you for listening and God bless.